Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. This is my birthday. Can you believe it? Yes, yes. And anyway, besides that, I don't really like celebrate, but I just thought I'd throw it up here and put it on here so I can look back at it one day and be like, oh, that's what I was doing back then. Anyway, let me stop, y'all. It's just early. Because I had to put my great niece and nephew on the bus today. So now I'm up. I'm up. So um the reaction today is coming from Morale, and y'all, the way he and he's on YouTube. The way he was like back to back telling you about Rock Nation's lawsuits piling up and stuff like that. Lord, I just thought he was going to talk about just the lawsuit like at hand with the Drake lawsuit. Drake, Karen. No offense if your name really is Karen. Y'all know what we talking about as Karen. But yeah. All right, so let's go, y'all. And excuse me if I act a little funny today. Even though today is my birthday, I'm trying to be very happy. You know what I mean? But also at the same time, I had to put my mom in hospice. And y'all know what that means. So this is like this day has got my emotions all over the place. So let's just do videos for a little bit. All right. Morelli is from London, as y'all know. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him talk, okay? I fast forward a little bit because y'all know Murad likes to show off his haircut, and when he gets his beard trimmed and stuff. So I just skipped over that just that little bit, Murad. All right, y'all. Let's go. Let's just go. Let's go with it. Okay.
As a small daily and consistent content, subscribe.
Sorry, got to turn y'all up. Got to turn y'all up. Okay, here we go.
So, Rock Nation, pretty bad news for them guys because juggernaut artist Drake is now suing Rock Nation. This is official. Drake has added, as of an hour ago, Rock Nation to his lawsuit for allowing Kendrick Lamar to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. It appears.
Yeah, I did a little reaction to the darn Drake put, the lawsuit, and I said, the Rock Nation. I said it had to be. During the Super Bowl came straight in my brain. Yes, yes, yes. But anyway, Murad is going to just listen.
Here's Aubrey has added Rock Nation to his AWW suit for their choice to choose Kendrick. And as you can see here, it says Caboose, and then it also says Rock Nation LLC. People are reacting to this, basically calling Drake the biggest effing loser, saying that this MF is crazy. What's the end game here? This is the worst crash out. How far are we taking this, Drake? This is the saddest anyone has ever gone. You know, what's going to happen? But I think this definitely does align to a lot of people out there who've been basically predicting that Rock Nation are going to be facing so many issues. You having Drake come after you is not a pretty sight. I don't think that this is.
No, he's not. Well, at first, when I first heard it, I said, I know he ain't trying to say Drake the big kahuna. He can just come after you and bam, he got to have UMG behind him, and he does not. Because UMG has some papers they're going to put in the court, read in court about his activities outside. With they use the minions. You know what I'm saying? How Drake is around minions. They gonna read it out in the court. So that paperwork came out yesterday. I did a reaction to it. So yeah, so I don't think Murad, we're gonna skip that part if that's what I ain't gonna skip it, but just use your mind and say, okay, Drake ain't, Rock and Jay-Z He's saying Drake doesn't like Jay-Z. Therefore, he's coming after Jay-Z. Then you got this one coming after this one, all of that stuff. Just listen, watch.
The be all or end all for Rock Nation, but it definitely is a heavy toll now on them that Drake is coming for Rock Nation, because Rock Nation and Jay-Z are heavily tied to obviously the NFL in regards to who they choose. So this is a straight shoot at Jay-Z to say, I'm pissed with you for the fact that you chose this man, you chose Kendrick. Yes, it makes Drake look a little soppy. I would definitely say that, because I think that he's doing the most. But at the same time, this adds to the pile of issues that Jay-Z is facing. If it's not financial issues with Cash App, then it's, his alleged son Ramir continuously bombarding him. Then, the tour sale issues. And then outside of that, Busby and whatever happened then. And now you have Drake coming after you saying that you chose Kendrick on purpose. I did always.
The point of, as far as the Busby go, we all know that Busby got Jay-Z's thing thrown out, so Jay-Z lost that one. We do know that.
Kendrick on purpose. I did always feel like the infiltration of Jay-Z with NFL is going to basically bite him in the back one way or another from different musicians or artists, because a couple of years ago, 50 Cent himself was saying that Jay-Z was doing everything to make sure that he could not get on that set list, but eventually he did. And so when you have too much power in these positions, other artists are not going to like it, and some of them are going to retaliate in some kind of way. I do believe that Drake is doing the most, but at the same time, this also does align with the predictions that many people have made that Jay-Z and Rock Nation are going to be facing major issues, let alone Demore Hadley and Desiree Perez, the other CEO, Desiree, facing her own issues, their own lawsuit. And then on top of that, Nicki Minaj is continuously calling out Rock Nation and also Desiree Perez 24/7 as well, let alone Jay-Z. Multiple issues being piled up one on top of each other for Rock Nation and for Jay-Z. And this is basically not good news. I do feel like, guys, this is the beginning of the end for Rock Nation. They faced so many problems in this year, and we're only in August. So much has happened from December, January onwards, and I think that it's only going to continue.
And also, y'all, I'm gonna let you know, hey, Robert Jennings, good morning. All right, my first birthday. Well, somebody was in the bushes. They didn't tell me happy birthday, but that's okay. Anyway, y'all, for real though, listen. Uh, uh, dang it, made me forget what I was gonna say. But y'all see how Murad, he's talking about like Jay-Z. I don't think Jay-Z. I don't know. As far as the Super Bowl goes, I think they have to also talk to the like. I think Jay-Z like can say, look, he might have to say, but then I think they maybe vote or something. It ain't like Jay-Z can just say, look, I want this one. He might have a bigger influence, yeah, but I think it's more than just Jay-Z that says who goes to the Super Bowl. And thank you, Robert Jennings, for my first uh internet birthday wish. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, but you see how Murad like stacked all of the laws the way that Murad put it. That was a whole lot for Rock Nation. And then Desiree, because see, Drake is suing Rock Nation, not just Jay-Z. So you gotta throw Desiree up in that too with her part about her daughter, what all she did to her daughter. And I ain't gonna say allegedly because it was on film. And plus I got my banner running. But anyway, y'all, here we go. Y'all, this is the first video today. Excuse me. I had to get my mind organized to do this.
For Rock Nation, and it's going to happen until there's some issue that is going to be the tipping scale for them. So Drake is officially suing Jay-Z. He's officially suing, not Jay-Z specifically, but Jay-Z's company, Rock Nation LLC. And Desiree is already dealing with her daughter, and Jay-Z's already dealing with his alleged son. So, Beyonce is meant to be the cash cow who's going on these continuous tours because evidently they owe money to somebody, or when it comes to these loans that they keep taking out on these homes, or for the fact that they're trying to buy a house in the UK and the Cotswold. So much is happening with them. So many different people, but of course they've got multiple people on their team. But a juggernaut artist like Drake coming for Rock Nation, makes you think, makes you wonder, guys, as to what the hell is going on there. Now, Diddy's two twin daughters were told off, guys, for very uptight behavior. For what's being reported, that they were actually very rude to conductors and were actually kicked off roller coasters on a theme park.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because some of y'all may have already seen it. Excuse me. They were only kicked off a ride, not the park, but they was asked 3 times to put your phone away. Put your phone away. So somebody said they was holding up the ride, and the conductor just kept asking to put their phone away. Then I heard another story where it said the conductor was being rude to him, and one stood up and said, "You ain't gotta talk to us like that." But they wouldn't put their phone away, period. 3 times they asked them. 3 strikes you out. No matter who you are. That's the way that conductor did it. He probably would have just told us like twice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway, that's the reason they got put off the ride. But they could ride it again. They just got put off of that ride because they wouldn't put their phone up.
So Diddy's twin daughters found themselves in trouble at a fair because they got booted from a roller coaster, and it was all caught on video, guys, where his 18-year-old twins were spotted at the Orange County Fair. And because they weren't listening, they had their phones on them. This pissed off the staff, who told them 3 times, and they basically refused to listen because they did not care. Sources with direct knowledge say that Diddy's daughters were not kicked out of the fair, and they were given tickets to take the ride at a later time. However, conductors have come out to say otherwise, saying that they were being rude, disrespectful, and didn't want to put their phones away. I don't know why this is news, to be honest with you, because they both are 18, and we all know that you're at the age of 17, 18, 19, 20, you're going to be a bit rude to somebody. You're not going to listen to them. You're going to keep being on your phone. Like, all of this stuff is normal behavior with somebody of that age. They are teenagers. I don't think this needed to be reported by TMZ and multiple outlets, because this is not their sons. When it's their elder sons, beloved, I don't even need a watch on me, and I can tell you that I have all the time for their older sons. Do you understand? But when it comes to the daughters and people who in their teenager years, I don't think this is that serious of a story about them basically being irresponsible. I don't know who produced this story. Well, we know TMZ produced it, but I wonder why they pushed this, because TMZ are very pro Diddy. So they wouldn't be coming after his children some kind of way, but it looks like they're doing so by throwing shade. And I do feel like Diddy's contacts in-house perhaps could be either turning against him.
Y'all, remember this in time, because y'all know TMZ does not report a story for no reason. Somehow it's gonna come up. See, Diddy needs to be out so he can take care of his children. They treating his children, his daughters bad. TMZ doesn't do anything for no reason. All right, TMZ, that's, if anybody needs to go away, right? If anybody needs to be, because TMZ is crooked, y'all. TMZ is crooked. TMZ is like on the wrong side. They want all the bad stuff to keep happening around the world so they can have something to tell. Just like they're trying to get Diddy out. They been trying all this time. In my opinion, they the one he hit Gina. You know what I'm saying? They the one getting message from A to Z, in my opinion. And then the Malcolm Jamal Warner stuff, TMZ, which we debunked a bunch of theirs on Paperwork Party on the weekends, 8:30. Yeah. TMZ is crooked as crap. They'll do anything. Harvey needs to go. I'm trying to tell y'all, Harvey is yeah. And some more on there, but Harvey is in the front, the face. Okay?
Or basically throwing some kind of shade, because I find this to be very intriguing that this has come out, because I find it to be basically a dumb story, in my opinion, because they're teenagers, guys. Like, it is what it is. It's not that serious. It's really not that serious.
How are you tonight, and what brings you out?
Coming out to eat. It's dinner time.
And how? Any reactions to the your medical report that does hold up the dementia diagnosis?
No, and my attorneys are highly upset.
Exactly.
Yes, my attorneys are highly upset.
Okay, good.
Diamond,
Listen, yeah, they took Wendy and had her diagnosed without her attorney. People, like a regular. This was done all through the conservatorship woman. Even though, yeah, Wendy, yeah, just a little bit, but you don't know what they didn't gave her to make her act a little. No, I think she need to be out of the guardianship. Period. Man, it's like no, 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 no.
Yeah.
And what about the? Do you have anything you want to say to your conservator?
I want to say hi to my attorneys, Alan Diamond, all right, and Joe
Cool.
Tacopina.
Wendy Williams, guys, has come out and has basically spoken about how she wants to come back to society as she fights to rid herself of a conservatorship. She says, "Do I sound like I have dementia to you?" She was basically in the town saying that, she seems fine, she's wittier and healthier. And she says, "Do I sound like I have dementia to you?" As she was basically doing a photo shoot with some paps that were out there and photographers out there. And that basically she needs to be extra careful when she speaks to the cameras because they can use her words against her. But she wants to say, "I want to say hi to my attorneys, Alan Diamond and Joe Tacopina, and I will get out of my guardianship." So she seems to be, in great spirits, up and about, talking to people, fighting her case. So she really wants to get out of this guardianship. But in this interview that she does in New York, she's out and about hanging around with her people. But even if she did have any form of dementia, that does not mean that you need to be in some kind of guardianship, controlled, in a property, can't lose.
My dad had dementia. He had the real dementia. Looking at Wendy, no, she is straight. She is straight. No, I mean, yeah, she could have her family, be with family and friends. She could even live by herself. She in a room all day by herself, all night. I think she'll be fine. Or live somewhere and somebody live with you in another room. Something. And then it's her money. Follow the money. Follow the money.
Can't leave, assets taken. Like, it doesn't even mean any of that, even if she did have dementia, which I don't even think she has anyways to this serious extent for why they need to do all of this. I just honestly find it to be very bizarre. Anybody who watches Ras of Atlanta, I wanted to just throw this in there, guys, but K. Michelle basically is filming with them, and I didn't expect them to hire her. I'm not mad at it, to be honest with you, but I really wanted Nene to return. But K. Michelle has been spotted with Portia Williams and Newbie Kelly. So, she definitely is filming with them. I believe Portia and even K. Michelle even film projects together. So Portia is probably the one introducing K. Michelle. Wanted to drop that Housewives gem in there for those of you who might even watch the show. Now, Justin Bieber and Kendall Jenner are going viral because they basically were hanging around with Hailey Bieber, of course, Justin's, wife, but it's also known to everybody that Justin and Kendall have also hooked up in the past as well. So people just find it very weird that, they basically all are in this incestuous circle. And I'm here to let you guys know that stuff can be quite common for a lot of people, that they have these incestuous, circles, incestuous communities where you can hook up with somebody's friend and that friend can get married to somebody that you've already hooked up with, and etc. They're all kind of tied into each other. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case when it comes to these people in Hollywood. I really wouldn't be surprised. This is why the story's gone viral. This is why it's accumulated over 50.
Yeah, people in Hollywood, now that we didn't watch the Diddy trial and what happened and other Hollywood stuff, nothing surprises me. Nothing. Yeah, okay. They wasn't married at the time. She hooked up, then he fell in love with his wife. Alec Baldwin set that all up. Then y'all remember when Bieber first sort of came out, and Alec met him at the airport, shook his hand, and said, "Oh, this is my daughter right here." That's all a PR, okay?
15 million views, and everybody speaking about Kendall and Justin, speaking about the fact that these two have hooked up in the past, and that the pictures just look very weird of them. There was a Justin Bieber impersonator tricked so many people in Vegas that it was him. It didn't look like him from afar, and everybody surrounded this impersonator thinking that it was actually Bieber. He fooled them all. He pranked them all, and even the security, the people who wanted on stage, all of them got pranked, thinking that Justin wanted to do some kind of impromptu free gig. And video has just gone viral everywhere. I just think that this story is so funny. It's one of the funniest stories, in my opinion, that we need to hear in this day and age of everything that is going on. But people who can really model as a celebrity and fool people, it is just a funny thing for me.
That is cool. I mean, as long as he keep it like non-criminal, long as it's legit, he ain't doing nothing wrong. But hey, they need to put him on a little deal or something with Justin. Don't trick people and stuff. Well, he tricking them, but I don't think he took money. Right? He just up there. He said free show, free show. I bet Justin Bieber looked at that and was like, "Well, dang." But anyway, it's all in fun, I'm hoping. If it's all in fun, nothing's wrong with it. Everybody had a good time.
a funny job because you've waken up to dress up like there's people out there that dress up as Michael Jackson. It's just funny to me because that person from afar actually does look like Bieber. And for the fact that everybody is there thinking that this is him is honestly crazy, because now they've gone home looking like idiots. But she has pissed off, guys, so many people in the UK because she has dropped out of 3 major festivals back to back for this week with only 4-day notice. Everywhere online, people from the UK, people from London are really upset because they all were basically meant to see her. She was headlining one of the main festivals here as well, All Points East. Unfortunately, that is not going to be taking place, and many people are asking for refunds. People are saying, why has she backed out of all 3 festivals? It's fuming and pissed off people. You are early on in your career with only 4 days of notice, which means...
Yo, I heard that she was going to meet over there with where Kendrick is, or is Kendrick finished? Right? Is Kendrick done? Thank you, C-Bot. I appreciate it. I wonder if she was going over there with Kendrick to finish the shows out, or is he already done? But I heard he was having Doji and somebody else, I thought.
that in her contract she's probably going to be fined for this, but I would imagine this has happened because of some kind of illness. Otherwise, I don't believe that she would have wanted to have cancelled everything. But at the same time, people are pissed, guys. People are really pissed. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below.
All right, y'all. That's it. This is my first one, y'all. Y'all know I can't get it together with the first one. But anyway, thank you, C-Bot. I appreciate you coming over, and thank you. And y'all, please, if y'all haven't subscribed to Valentine TV, please do so. And I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all just will never, ever know. Okay, I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. All right, I'll see y'all later, okay? All right. And thank you, Robert, for keeping me company